to another video on my YouTube channel. This time I'm unboxing the WowBao Nails brand new Efile. I've got the box. I'm super happy to have this. I've got my dirty little paws all over it. I'm just going to show you the front of the box. WowBaoNails.com is the website. It shows you a nice little picture of what you are going to expect. It's got a few little bits about the spec on the front, the most important bits. Along the side there's a few bits about the spec, the battery charging time, the variable speed control, forward and reverse, and then you've got all your information about the company, a little bit of bump on the side, and then another really cool picture on the back as well. So exciting! We've been waiting for this for so long. So the outside of that box is a sleeve, and you just want to slide the inner box out. It does come plastic wrapped as well, but I have been in this box. I've had everything out already. You will have a security sticker on the front of your box as well, and that will show you where the bottom of that flap is. Now the front of the box is a flap, and it's a magnetic flap. I'm going to show you here. It's just a little inset magnet, and that holds that box closed, and then I have a little play with it on the towel. My phone keeps zooming in and out because it's got some sort of scene optimizer on it, and I do turn it off in a minute, so just bear with me. Now once you open up the lid to that, you're going to see you've got a warranty card. You can fill all those bits in yourself. Do be honest about the date that you purchased it. Obviously we can tell when you ordered it against your name and stuff, so there's no point in lying, is there? Make it up. So I got it for Christmas when actually you got it in March. So in here you're going to have the main part, a big box, and a nice thin little box. I was going to open that one. I didn't know. I was just like, oh, I just want to show you the main event. So this is the main part of it, and you can see the bottom of that is foam, so it's going to keep it safe. This is a molded foam, really secure foam, molded to the shape of the Efile with the plastic holder on it. So you can see this is going to keep zooming in and out now. My phone thinks it's something it's not. It does come with a bit of plastic, you know, the bits that go over like phones and stuff, and I have peeled, look, I think I'm fixing it now. I have peeled that off already. Just going to move my light around. I've peeled that off already because I did do a live unboxing of this just for the WowBao support group. Literally like as it got released on the website, and it was super exciting. I was made to peel it off, which is really upsetting because I don't peel anything off of. I've got phones with it on from years ago. I've got a 15-year-old laptop still with the stuff on. So this is sort of a brief outlook of the Efile. You've got a clip on the back of the case, which is for portable use because it is a portable rechargeable Efile. You've got on the top, you've got the speed button and the forward and reverse button, and the speed button does turn, but also if you press it, it is a pause function, and I will show you that with a bit in the handpiece as well. The Efile does come out of the case, and you can see on the bottom there's the sticker with all the bits and pieces of stuff you need to know, and the charging port is underneath. And I'll show you why that is as well. It's very exciting because the original Efile from WowBao, the charging port was inside. Now in the big box, you've got all these bits plus something that I forgot, but I will add it in almost seamlessly. So you get your instruction booklet, which will take you through some of the benefits to having it, some of the things you need to know. It will tell you what all the different pieces are. It will tell you how to use it. It will tell you things that you should and shouldn't do. It's a really handy thing. So I would recommend reading through that first. First thing that I noticed when I unboxed it is this free bit. Now I didn't know that it was coming. It is a like Christmas tree cone shaped bit. It's like a medium coarseness crosscut. It is for cuticle refining with acrylic or acrygel, and underneath long nails for cleanup. It looks like a really cool bit. It has got WowBao on the like the barrel of it as well, which all the WowBao bits do, which I think is really cool. So the next bit I'm grabbing out is this. It's a holder for your handpiece. Now you can see it's dipped at both ends. It doesn't matter which way round it goes. It's just a plastic holder. It doesn't serve any other purpose than to hold your handpiece like this off your desk, which is ideal. So I'm just going to put it to the side. I'm going to grab out the next piece, and everything is packed in its own little bits of plastic and stuff like that. So this is also to hold your handpiece, but it slots into the side of the case, and I'm going to show you. So if you're a right-handed tech like me, you're going to slot that in, click it down, and your handpiece is going to stand in there when it's in its docking station. If you're a left-handed tech, you would probably pop it into the left side and then click it into place, and then it would just sit in there. It doesn't stand up as well. I mean, it does, but it's much more secure in the docking station, and again I will show you that as well. So this is the docking station. The Efile sits in there in its case. If you put it in without its case, it's really wobbly and wonky donkey. There's some little bits of black fluff that's just off my towel. That is the charger that slots into the bottom of the Efile when it's sitting in there. So on the bottom you've got these 4 rubber feet, which are desk savers, so nothing's going to be sharp or scratch your desk. You've got all of your bump and information about your charging, wattage, voltage, all that sort of thing. And in the back is where the charger will go to charge the actual dock. And then as you push your Efile into the bottom of that dock, it will charge. So here's the charger. If you open that big box up, your charger will be in there. I just forgot to put it back in when I repacked. So you've got your bump sticker on the inside of that, which is the all your bits and pieces you need to know, and that's the other end, and it will come like tied together as well. So the other thin box is obviously your handpiece with your coil cord. As you take it out, you will see that it has got a plastic cover on it just to keep it all safe. And also this box as well has molded foam, so it fits your handpiece perfectly. You can see it's exactly the right shape. WowBao have put a lot into not just the testing and design of this product, but also the packaging to keep it really safe. It's a great bit of kit. So you can see on the handpiece, it's that beautiful stainless steel design. It's got about the same weight to it as the previous handpiece. It comes with a holder piece in there already, and I would advise you always keep something in your e-files. You've got the lock symbol and the point on the piece that turns. It clicks to halfway. Nothing's coming out at that halfway point. It's an initial lock, but to unlock it fully, you need to go right over to the unlock padlock symbol. That will allow you to take out whatever bit you're using and put a new bit in. And then if you turn it back to the first click, it won't come out, but it isn't fully secure. It needs to go to that second click to be fully locked. So it's 2 clicks to unlock, 2 clicks to lock. And that's the handpiece. It is a really, really beautiful handpiece. It's quite lightweight. It's lovely to hold. Just readjusting my camera and my light, obviously. So here is the Efile in its glory. I'm going to take it out of its case, and that's all you do. You just literally pull it out. It does slot nice and firmly into the base of that, and it needs to in order to be able to charge at the bottom, and for the charger to go through the plastic of the case and into the Efile. So you can see the hole at the bottom there. Along the front of that case, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 holes, and they are to hold your Efile bits. So I'm going to show you really quickly. Look at this, like double time. 1 doop 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 doop. That your Efile bits, your most used Efile bits, can just be stacked along the front there for ease of use. And then if you pop your Efile back in, you don't need to take it out to put them in. I just wanted to show you what the case looked like and how to pop it out. You can see that all there. They do stand up in that don't like that configuration. There isn't anything stuck. Don't try and stab them down. They do stand up in that configuration. So when you put the case into the dock, you will need to push it down to make that charger poke into the bottom of your e-file. I'm going to put my handpiece holder in, and you can see what the cutouts on the side of the docking station are for. So when you put your handpiece in, which you'll see in a minute, it will poke out of the bottom of that holder and sit really nicely just in that little cutout on the side. So what am I doing now? Am I grabbing the charger or the handpiece? Right, I've got the handpiece. The connector to the handpiece for this e-file is ever so slightly different to the previous e-file. This one has 3 pins in a specific configuration. You can see it isn't a perfect triangle. There is one at the top, and it is denoted by a small triangle pointing upwards. And then you've got a plus and a minus for the bottom 2 pins. Now, the one at the top is the one you want to look at. So when you're going to turn this round without squidging my towel, so the forward and reverse is the right way up for you. That one at the top is the one at the top, and that's the way you're just going to push straight down so it's nice and firm into there. Now, you don't need to take that out again. If you are moving it around or reboxing it up or whatever, then I would suggest detaching it at that point. But once you've put your handpiece in, you don't really need to take it out for any reason, but that's the way that it goes in. So there are multiple ways that you can charge your e-file. It's all the same way effectively, but you can put your charger through the case into the e-file if you're using the case and you've just got it laying down, and you can see there it's starting to charge. That last little bar is charging up. You can also take your e-file out of its case if you wanted to lay it just on your desk, and you can pop the charger in the bottom again, not through the case. And then if you want to use the docking station, you press that firmly into the case, press the case firmly into the docking station, which will mean the charger from the dock will go into the base of the e-file. And then you turn the whole unit around and you put your charger from the wall into the back of the base unit. Now, this provides the charge into the base unit, which will provide the charge up through the bottom into your e-file, which is really cool. And you can see that it's charging there. You can use it while it's charging as well, and you can use it once it's charged as a portable file. And because it's on a dock, it's, you know, charging all the time. So let's have a look at the operation of the e-file as well. I'm going to use this really cool Christmas tree cone bit. I'm just trying to show you there the WowBao engraving. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe stop it, pause it and zoom in, but you can see there's a WowBao logo and it says WowBao, which is so cool. Click that twice to make sure it's in place. Have it as high or as low as your preference. And then I'm just going to show you how to operate. So this is your speed button, and as you twist this, the speed's going to go up and down. I'm going to show you what that looks like on the dial. So as you turn it, the numbers are going to go up, and that is your thousands of RPM. So this e-file goes up to 35,000 RPM. Depending on what service you're doing, what bits you're using, will depend on the RPM that you use. And yeah, that's all preference. So you can see that it is currently at 14,000 RPM. If I press this button, it will flash because it has paused, and you can see that bit is not moving. If I press it again, it starts to move again. If I press it again, it pauses. The smaller button there will change it from forward to reverse and back again. And then if I press to go again, it will start to do 14,000 RPM in reverse. If I pause it again and I need to change direction or need to change the speed and then put it back on, it will start at that speed at the direction that you've set. We suggest that you do not change forward to reverse while the e-file is in operation. You can, it does do it, and I have tried and tested it, but it is not good for the motor to switch from forward to reverse while it is in operation. Your best bet is to pause, switch forward to reverse, and then start again. So when you use the dial down to 0, it doesn't take a lot to knock it to start. So you need to go past 0 and click. The screen will go off, and that is your Efile off. I would always suggest putting that piece back in rather than leaving a bit in. I leave my mandrel piece in, and then leaving that either on the stand or in the side holder in your case. So that is the Efile. I'm tapping it. I don't know what I'm saying here. I think what I'm saying is take your Efile piece out and put that plain piece back in, basically. Like I said, I use my mandrel piece that you put your sanding bands on, but without a sanding band. That's what I leave in my Efile, and it prevents dust and debris and bits getting inside. So always leave something in it. So that's it, really. That's the whole story. I hope you enjoyed this little unboxing and review. I hope it helps for you for setup. Don't forget to use my discount code, and I'll see you in the next one.